Hello and welcome to this week's Thursday video message. Thanks for stopping by our YouTube channel to see what's new this week. Father Don is out of town, but he asked me to take this opportunity to introduce myself to the parish and school community. My name is Bevin Landrum, and I'm thrilled to now be serving in the role of Vice President for Advancement for St. Patrick's School. My family moved to the area about a year ago for my husband to take a job at the Army War College. As a career military family, we've moved 8 out of the last 12 years. And this summer, it's been a tremendous blessing to not be in the midst of packing up boxes, loading up the truck, and heading off to yet another new town. We're very excited to have been able to buy a house and finally put down some roots in this great community of Carlisle. I have 2 grown children, daughters. Our oldest, Rosemary, and her husband, Tim, live outside DC in the Northern Virginia area with their 3 kids, with one on the way. And our other daughter, Sierra, lives in Denver. The grandkids bring us so much joy and are absolutely blessings in our lives. They've been here for the last week with us for Grammy and Papa Cam. The 2 oldest have been coming to the St. Pat's summer camp, and the youngest toddler has been hanging out with Grammy in her office, where he has charmed the staff into offering him candy and giving him toys and books to read. And he's just generally been helping Grammy make sure that she gets all of her work done on time. And I will tell anyone who stands still that Grammy life is absolutely the best. In fact, if you talk to me for very long, you're probably going to end up having to see a few pictures or hear about something cute that they've recently done. I love to cook, definitely Southern influenced. I'm from Georgia, but also with an international flair since we've been stationed abroad. And those types of foods can be a lot of fun in the kitchen. I love to read, although I am in my Audible era, currently listening to Greg Iles' new book, Southern Man, which is about a 40-hour listen. So that should take me through the holidays. I also enjoy great wine and help organize a local wine club. So while we've attended St. Patrick's for about a year and my husband's been involved with TMIY, I'm now really excited to be part of the Catholic education team that's forming the next generation of Catholics who are knowledgeable humans and well-rounded citizens. You may have noticed that the title for this position, Vice President of Advancement, is very different from prior Director of Development roles. And that's because we envisioned an opportunity to merge fundraising, communications, donor engagement, alumni relations, and strategic planning into one main effort to advance, move forward. So my work will be pivotal in creating a strategic philanthropy plan to ensure the long-term financial stability of the school's mission to educate the whole person, spiritually, intellectually, physically, socially, academically, and emotionally, while simultaneously building and instilling in our students a strong grounding in moral and ethical ideals. I think the first step for me is going to be able to work in unity and be in lockstep with the administration, interim principal, and Father Don to ensure that St. Patrick's School's future is bright and that all parish members and community supporters have an opportunity to generously help this little gem of a K-8 school that we have. We'll be taking a chance to look at past year's donation metrics in terms of the revenue generated from the different activities, event participation. We're already in the middle of conducting a communication survey that went out this week to all families who are in our constant contact database. I will be gathering feedback from the school's advisory board and PATS volunteers through one-on-one meetings, also with one-on-one meetings with our donors who have supported the school so generously for many, many years. We will take time to hear from teachers and parents to gauge their satisfaction, learn more about their expectations and ways that we can improve. With a renewed commitment to excellence in fundraising, I hope to be able to spend more time focusing on increasing donations that can support teacher salary parity, that will provide a buffer fund for building maintenance, finding outside funds for academic supports that we want to continue in the school, and certainly locating and applying for research and project grant funding that will highlight STEAM areas so that we can better utilize the Innovation Center that was opened this last year. And of course, we'll always be paying attention to growing our scholarship fund. So while it's true that I am new to the area and I didn't grow my children up in the St. Pat's school, I'm not new to helping nonprofits and Catholic organizations of all sizes elevate their fundraising through sound relationship building practices, crafting inspirational messaging about the impact that the organization has, and ultimately achieving transformational giving. I know that if we work hard and we work together, that we can achieve success. But success always starts with a plan. So the feedback and data that we gather in the next 90 days is going to be used to develop the comprehensive strategic development plan that I mentioned. This plan will include reasonable and attainable metric-driven goals that most importantly are aligned with the school's objectives during this transition year for our interim principal, David Wiest. Then, once we install a new principal, we can expand the plan to look forward 3 and 5 years. I also hope to incorporate more regular evaluation of our fundraising efforts and impact reporting to those who so generously give and to our student families and parish leadership. Success also requires being open to innovating new systems and processes, investing in what's sustainable, what's really working well, and what we want to continue, while being open to exploring trending ideas in the education and fundraising space when it's obvious that change is necessary. We'll be looking to streamline current fundraising efforts to reduce the number of times per year that parents and supporters and sponsors are asked for help. We hope to do this by ramping up an annual sponsorship program with an a la carte system to opt in for various sponsorship opportunities, and rolling out new levels of giving for our annual fund to recognize those who've given multiple years in a row or at various generous levels of support. I am also excited to help sustain St. Patrick's School's status as a Pennsylvania designated Purple Star School, committed to supporting military families. This is a natural overlap for me as a military spouse. My kids attended more schools than I can count, let alone remember. And it really mattered to us when the principal and staff, teachers, and community were there for us and other military families and tried to understand the unique hardships that we face. Of course, in the Carlisle area, we're often having student families who attend St. Patrick's who are on a one-year assignment at the Army War College. And while that may seem transient in nature, we have a tremendous opportunity to invite them into our parish culture, wrap arms around them during this year, and help prepare them as a family and the student for their next educational experience as they move on to a new assignment. So all in all, I hope that this will help us drive student recruitment from an already well-represented group. Father Don has also asked me to research and execute on rolling out a new alumni association. I've talked to some volunteers and we're ready to get started. How exciting to think about bringing together all the past students who loved their time at St. Pat's so they can help us communicate the impact and legacy of the school's mission of education to our donors and potential student families. Our alumni will also have the opportunity to work as class groups to secure support for fundraising activities such as year group scholarships, annual fund donation competitions, and even serving as ambassadors for our Giving Tuesday campaign, where they share information on their social media and through their friends and family networks. Whew. Does that sound like a lot? It is, and I'm definitely going to need your help and support to bring all of this to fruition for the betterment of our beloved school, St. Pat's. David and Father Don and I are ready to roll up our sleeves, and we invite you to be part of this transformational opportunity to increase the faith, knowledge, and discovery of our students while securing the educational future of St. Patrick's School for decades to come. Father Don will be back next week, but thanks for watching and letting me share some of my enthusiasm for my new role as Vice President of Advancement for St. Patrick's School. You can contact me by email at advancement@spscarlisle.org, and I would love to hear any of your thoughts, feedback, ideas, and I certainly look forward to getting to meet each and every one of you over the next few weeks. Thanks so much for listening and stopping by today.